All right, so what do we have here? It seems like the security guard, Jesus Campos, has gone missing. This today is uh, October 17th. I just Googled this right now. It's almost 3 o'clock p.m. Fox News, LA Times, many others report it. Anyway, I guess if you can Google it, you'll figure it out. Um, somebody, let's see, some Twitter notes here. Somebody looked to, I don't know how she can do it, um, search his social security number. Mm, I don't know how that can be done, but I don't know. I'm I'm not knowledgeable in that sort of work. But apparently, she searched for his social security number. That's not his real number, which may indicate he's not a legal alien in this country. And apparently, she got blocked on Twitter. So we have a lot of reports here. He's gone, missing somewhere. Some say that he doesn't want attention. I imagine there will be a lot of news media sources and channels that are trying to get in touch with him, trying to interview him, see what the true story is. Since the police, the Las Vegas police, has changed the story line and timeline so many times, about 3 times, about when this guy got shot, before the shooting started on the concert venue, were just seconds before. There was a question about 6 minutes prior to the actual shooting, or less than a minute. So the police doesn't really have a strong story, I guess, which they can rely upon. Uh, Strong indication when the shooting inside the hotel, supposedly, allegedly, okay, happened, and they changed their story a few times already. Now, maybe this guy is missing because he doesn't want attention and everybody's just bombarding him with questions, or he's missing because somebody just decided he should not give any interviews and tell his version of the events in case he was actually present over there. Who knows that? And anyway, give any sort of information out to the public. So we'll see the developing story here. Okay, so now this guy has made his comeback. Jesus Campos, I guess, was on Ellen DeGeneres' show. Um, he's probably trying hard to stay out of the public eye. I don't blame him. Again, everybody's trying to get a hold of him, trying to talk to him. So there he is. Um, he's alive. Okay. And, as I speculated previously, he's probably just trying to avoid contact with a lot of people and maybe just choosing um, who's supposed to interview him, I guess. Okay, we're looking at a article from Los Angeles Times. They're recounting, of course, the events. But now, police said that Paddock fired 200 rounds, okay, into the hallway where Campos was. 200 rounds. He had AR-15 style rifles with probably 30-round magazines. Now, he had to reload his rifles with 7 magazines. Okay, they were saying in another article it said at least 200 rounds. So let's say 30 times 7, that's 210 rounds, right? So he had to fire and reload 7 magazines in a time span of how many seconds, trying to get this guy, Campos, which he only got hit once, okay, by 1 bullet in the leg. So this guy, the Patsy, or I'm sorry, Paddock, sprayed, the wall, outside of his, into the hallway, right, with over 200 rounds, 7 magazines of ammunition, and only hit this guy Campos, JC, okay, once. That's a miracle with JC. So we have to believe them, I guess. It's just what they say. Now, here's another thing. Lombardo, being the police chief there, they have 200 instances, recordings, okay, in which Paddock moved around the city, okay, but have no video of him at all inside the hotel, let's say garage, casino, hallways, going in and out of the room, okay. Of course, they changed their story about when he checked in because they needed to justify how he carried so many rifles, so he needed 3 more days between the 28th and 25th, right, to carry more guns and more ammunition. If they discover another gun, they'll probably change this date again, maybe make it September 20th, just to make sure he carried bullet by bullet, I guess, to the room over there and without anybody seeing him. We have nothing at all. So, again, just be very circumspect about what you hear, what the official story is. Okay, now we're looking at Paddock's room. I guess Daily Mail. You can find those leaked pictures everywhere on the internet. It's just one of the links I clicked on. And I want to concentrate on a couple of things. This looks like a standard capacity magazine, 30 round. I cannot see what's going on over there. This one looks like another magazine right here. Probably same thing, 20, 30 rounds. It's in an angle, it's probably 30. Okay, just going back to my theory on how many rounds he fired and how. But here's an interesting looking magazine, okay? If you look right here, it looks like the lips are kind of tapered in, okay? A big one here too. A bunch of big, high capacity magazines there too. Here's a better picture. Now these magazines look like they hold more than 30 rounds. So this door is actually was taken out or fell or whatever. You can see the tape there too, where they, anyway. And I think it's kind of sideways, sitting sideways like this. Okay, it looks like a double door. Okay, one of them came out. Not a lot of bullet holes here, just a little bit right here. I cannot tell whether there are bullet holes in the wall here. It's just too black, too dark. Looks like we have a couple of holes here, maybe. Not sure exactly what those things are. But trying to, again, piece together bullet holes right there. I don't know if this is right in front of his hotel room or not, if there, it looks like an intact wall. Anyway, so let's say these are 100 round magazines right here. If he fired over 200 rounds at the security guard, at JC, he had to have at least 2 magazines or 2 rifles, okay? That's just a lot of time, to fire those especially this one looks like it's a bump stock type of modification. But again, this does not make the rifle automatically fire automatically. It kind of simulates it. And as you can see in a bunch of videos on YouTube, it cannot really sustain fire for a long time, either due to operator's error or the device. It's really difficult to handle. So he either had two rifles, put one down once all the rounds were spent, picked another one up, or changed the magazine. Now, firing two of these guys at the door just to scare one person away, again, remind you, he had cameras placed, we were told, all over. So he had full view of who's outside of his room. Again, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't really buy the 200 round count that the police reported. And let's see if we can find the magazines here. Okay, right here. So I just search online, came upon this website here. This looks very much like the magazines depicted in those pictures inside his room. So they hold 100 rounds. Okay, so those things exist. I guess this is the company that sells them. Anyway, not sure if there are any other companies making and selling them, whatever. It's not that important. They're sold out. Guess why? So, okay. So they also have 60 round versions as well. Okay. So he had to do at least one magazine exchange there. I don't know if we are to believe that.